Hey guys, and thanks for taking the time to look at this video. This is the all-new SOLACE 32 CS. It's Stephen Doherty's latest design, and this thing is awesome and packed full of cool stuff. So we're gonna take a quick tour of the boat. My name is Daniel Carzana from Tuppence Marine. Let's take a tour. I love to start my tours out in the bow of the boat. It really is the entertainment capital of the boat. The front, it's where everyone wants to be and hang out. Up here you can sit 7 adults comfortably with the 2-seat lounger up here, which is very comfortable, very soft. This is a synthetic material we're using for our upholstery, so it doesn't get hot in the sun, and it's gonna last for many years. The cushions are magnetic, so one really cool thing is if you're not gonna be out cruising with the family, you could remove these cushions, store them, and you could fish real hard and not have to be worried about your upholstery. Then when you're ready, you just set them right down and they're in place. SOLACE really pioneered these cushions with the magnets, and I think it's one of the really fantastic features of this boat that really stands out. Once you go to having magnetic cushions like this, you'll never go back to having a boat with snaps. It's that much of a difference. And you can see we are also utilizing the storage space underneath. They stay open with the gas shock there, and you can access all your items. And then when you're done, just close it right back down. We also have the JO Audio M6 speakers. Those are color changing, so you can have quite a disco at night. We also have 4 rod holder cup holders up here on the bow. So when you're entertaining, you can have a place to set your drinks down. And then you also, if you're fishing, you can put your rods down as well. One thing you'll notice too is we actually don't have storage here in the forward of the bow, and that was done on purpose because whenever you do have storage up here, people tend to not really use it for dry storage because it's going to get wet one way or another. So what we've done is we've actually utilized that space into the cabin. And up here we have a really good non-skid surface, so you don't have to be worried about slipping and falling. We'll open this right up. It's very easy. It's a Gemlux slam latch with a roller. The stainless steel there, gas shock, all our hinges through bolted. You can see the hatch is very nicely finished off. In our anchor locker, we have the Pro Fish series by Lumar. You can see it's all stainless steel, very nice. We also have the 2 fender storage areas, so maximizing the space. You know, we'd hate for you to have to keep your fenders in your fish boxes because that's where your fish are gonna go. So we've made a designated area for your fenders right up here on the bow. You also have the Lumar switch right here for the windlass, and it can also be operated through the SOLACE Helm on the Garmin displays. I want to mention we do have a designated trash can area for the boat right here. As doing our part to try and keep plastic and trash out of those oceans, every boat should have a designated place to put your trash. This is a really great idea, and it does have a magnetic lid. Behind that, we also have designated life jacket storage. So as you can see, we can store 3 life jackets on the starboard side. We also have 3 more life jackets on the port side. Let's go on over there and check out the tackle storage as well. So we got tackle box storage. These are Plano 3700 boxes, and you can store 5 of them here. One thing I really love is how the floor is really concaved over. So all the water will channel its way to the edges and then flow all the way out the back of the boat. We have 3 large scuppers back there, which we'll show you as we move further back. We have this storage area as well. You could put dock lines in here, collapsible kite fishing, kite could be stored in here, anything long, just pretty nice. And then I really want to make note this really sweet quirk and feature right here. You're actually able to convert your freshwater hose from fresh or raw water. Whether you prefer raw on the port side or fresh, you can change. How about both sides? You want to have both fresh? You could do that. Easily as just turning that valve right there. And then designated storage for our fire extinguisher. And we have a JO Audio subwoofer. And then I want to talk about our hose. So rather than having a hose connected and laying on the deck, we've really nicely designed in-house this hose holder. Pull it out, wash down the deck, whatever you need to do, and then come on back, place it right back in its holder. I really like that because it keeps the floor clean. And then for moving further back from that, the gaff holder. You don't have to be worried about gaffing somebody by accident when you put your gaff on your rod holders. These are your gaff holders. So you would store your gaff right here, clips in, on both sides. You have top, bottom. This one here could also be for your boat hook and store them very nicely without having somebody getting hurt. So let's move on over to our dive door now. It's a very large dive door opening. And you can see we're gonna extend out here our dive ladder, getting ready to go for a swim. Open up our handle, and you see, look how sweet this is. Wow. This ladder, it's actually held up and supported right here. So it's not actually rubbing on the side of the boat. Very easy to open, put back in. We designed it with really thick pipes so you can use it as you're getting up. That's a 4-stepper. And now your ladder's put away. You know, you don't have to go looking for a ladder to put out. It's always there, always ready to go at a moment's notice. Also, we should mention while we're back here, the boat does come standard with 2 deep drop plugs. These are going to be good for kite fishing, deep dropping, any sort of electric reels you'll have. And then we also have the shore power hookup right here as well. The boat does have a 4-bank battery charger to charge up your batteries, and that's where you'd plug that in right there. And now we interrupt this tour to talk about some quick specs and features. The beam of the boat, 10 feet 3 inches. The length overall, 32 feet. The weight, 11,000 pounds fully loaded, and that's brought to you by the carbon fiber and Integra hull. So it really helps with strength and lightweight. And remember, this is a high performance stepped hull, so we're reaching speeds up to 60 miles an hour with twin 300 Mercury. At cruising speed, it's 30 miles an hour, burning about 30 gallons per hour. So it's not bad, it's really pretty efficient. Solas Boats has an excellent warranty. So you're gonna be receiving 2 years bumper to bumper. That means anything breaks on the boat, you get to call me, and you know, we'll work on figuring out what the issue was. We'll get it replaced right away. So it's really hassle-free boating for the first 24 months. After that, you're gonna receive a 10-year hull warranty from the date of delivery. So if ever you have any structural issues, which we're pretty confident you won't, but that's covered for 10 years. You can power up to 450 horsepower. So that's a total of 900 horsepower max. So now let's take a look at the summer kitchen. As you can see, this is a very nice rear mezzanine seat that you could sit at and watch your lines while you're trolling, or have a conversation with the person sitting on the transom. We can go ahead and just show you that this cushion is also magnetic, can be removed. This is a frigid rigid cooler, which stays open so you can access all your bait and drinks very easily. Custom made for us, really nice. Happy with those. Keeps ice cold all week long. Now you've opened up your cockpit space. You can have space right here to store your phones, and we have USB chargers on each side so you can juice up. Have a nice bolster right here. We have this Corian countertop right here as well, so you can cut your bait, set out some cheese, wine, entertain your guests. Also right here is where you'll find your freshwater fill, those 30 gallons I was talking about. You have a sink that's also a shower. So right when you come out from diving, you get out here, you can shower off. It's a really nice area. Also have 4 cup holders here, nice grab handles to hold on to. Pliers, knives can be stored here. And you can also see we have an additional rod holder right here on our seat pillar for this hardtop. Some features you'll find on the hardtop. It's going to be your JL audio speakers, your spreader lights, forward, aft, and sides. Kingfish rod holders, and 5 additional rod holders on the aft side of that hardtop. So now let's take a look at some of our cockpit features. And this is where most people will tell you this is where the magic happens. You can set up 9 fishing poles on your transom, lots of space around your outboard engines. We got large Livewells, single hand operation, so it allows you to access that really easily, really nice. And then center, we have a very large bait box. You can use that to put your bait in. You can use that for beer and drinks. These are all gasketed, all held up by stainless steel gas shocks. Notice too that these are not just little L brackets. These are really strong, heavy duty supports. And this is not just going into fiberglass in there, right? So we're actually applying a piece of black wood, it's just synthetic, that goes inside the molding process. So when that screw goes in, it's actually like going right into the stud. It's very strong, and that screw should never back out of there. So you're going to see that our Livewells are double gasketed. These are pressurized Livewells, so when you turn them on, the water goes all the way to the top surface. Prevents the fish from sloshing around. Any water that goes over will fall into these channels and then exit outside of the boat. The live wells are lit as well, so we have lit live wells. Those are very nice. And one thing you'll find is even on the top of our live wells, they're finished. So we actually build our live wells with a two-piece mold. So the top and the bottom come together, then we cut a hole for the top. But there's nowhere where your bait can actually swim up and stub his head. This is very nice, very safe, secure. This also could be removed to have access into your bilge. We also have a rear seat that gets mounted here. It goes into the rod holders that are in the back, and it has a magnetic cushion. It even has armrests, very nice. And it's completely removable. So if you choose you don't want it on the boat, take it off. There you go. Here, this is the footrest for that back seat. There. This boat has two very large fish boxes. We have one on the port side and the starboard side. And these are, again, slam latches, very easy to open, yet still very easy to close. You drop your fish in, close it just like that, and it's done. And we also, under gunnel here, we have rod storage as well. You'll notice too the scuppers too down here. This is a Solas scupper cover, and we have 3 large scuppers on each side. These are 2-inch sizes. All the water from the deck comes here, flows, and goes right overboard. This boat also is optioned with the reverso outboard flushing system. So when it comes to flushing your engines after a day on the water, just bring your hose over here, you plug in. It's very easy. It takes 15 minutes to flush each engine. It switches automatically. Push of a button. And then you have your electric plugs for your downriggers. All right, let's take a quick look into our bilge area. So right here, you'll find our stabilizer. The stabilizers was going to keep you from rocking in the ocean and getting seasick. So if you have people that get seasick, we're using this MC2 X7, which by the way does not need any water cooling and can run right off a 12-volt battery system. So there's no need to have a generator on this boat. It's going to stabilize it, prevent your family and friends from getting seasick, meaning you get more time on the water. We also have a secondary anchor holder, so when you're at the sandbar, you just throw another anchor. So notice another cool quirk and feature is these handles right here to turn your seacock valves. The seacock valves that allow water to come into the boat to allow for the raw water in the live wells. If ever you had to close them in an emergency, you could do it from right here. We also have your fuel tank here as well exposed, so you can be able to shut down your fuel lines in quick emergency scenarios. Also wanted to bring your attention to the Solas 41. You guys have watched that video. You know that we introduced magnets in the gunnels and on the top side of the deck here. So whenever you're drinking a soda or a beer and you're fishing and you got to set your drink down real fast, you just set it down anywhere. You don't have to look for a cup holder. Just literally anywhere you set it down, there's magnets in the gunnels throughout both sides and on the transom. It sticks and it stays, so you can handle whatever needs to be handled really quickly. So at the helm, this is where we control everything right here on the Solas 32 CS. So you can see we have a very large, very nice seat. I call this the love seat because it doesn't have the center armrest, so it's actually very comfortable. One thing you'll notice while you're up here, this has got the helm pad. This is 2 inches of foam, very soft on your feet for those long rides. You also have the footrest here, which also says Solas on it. Underneath the footrest is where you'll find the battery switches to turn on the boat. So driving at the helm, you really feel in control of this vessel. You'll find that the Ritchie compass is mounted center, directly in front of the wheel. This is a tilting wheel, stainless steel. And we also have the para-rope cord on the wheel that the Solas does. It's very nice. Right here, you access your key switches, your SmartCraft Mercury diagnostic port. You have your Lenco trim tabs, your Mercury throttle binnacle arm controls with the start-stop switch here on the side. You start your engines and turn them off. The boat is also optioned with the skyhook, joystick piloting, all controlled right through here. And we have twin Garmin 16-inch displays, MFDs. To show you can really customize how you want to lay it out, but I like to put navigation right in front of the captain, and then over here we can choose whether we want to do sonar or vice versa. Also have here our scan strut wireless phone charger, which is awesome and must be on every single boat. One thing you'll find is that on all Solas boats, Stephen Doherty loves building in a windshield that can open and get out of the way. Having a windshield that can electronically open up like that now gives me clear, very safe visibility while driving. There's lights under the hardtop as well that are all RGB LED color changing, as well as lights under the gunnel. Up here we have a Garmin VHF radio as well. We have a quick MC gyro, which I showed you before in the Bilge area. The quick gyro is really nice. And we also have your JL audio head unit right here. And we also have a glove box as well with power inside. Alright, as we enter this very large cabin for a 32-foot boat, we'll just have a seat here. This is the throne, porcelain toilets, very nice. We also have a sink right here, so you can be able to wash your hands. Toilet control switch is right here, so you can add water and flush. A very nice SOLACE window that also has a Dometic rear shade for privacy if you so wish to close that off. Now, let's take a look at this cabin area. Wow, that bed is really comfortable. I'm about to hop in. There is plenty of space here. As you can see, I can fit right here. There's lots of headroom. My head completely fits. Don't forget, there's also air conditioning as an option. So if you're planning and doing those overnight trips, you can come in here, turn the air conditioning on, lay down, rest, you know, have a sleepover. Should be lots of fun. I'll show you now the rod storage underneath. Flip the bed up. Just flip this up here. Now I can store 8 fishing poles in here. That's pretty cool. How many 32-foot center consoles you know can do that? Here, that's really nice if you keep your boat at a marina. You don't want to have to haul them all the way from your car to your house and back to your boat. Just leave everything on the boat. Nice and secure. Last thing I want to mention is we have storage right here. All right, here underneath. That's I put my flares and my first aid kit there. And then with SOLACE, we like the right to repair. So everything is very easy access for our mechanics to work on. We have our amplifiers, our battery charger, our batteries located right here. And the Helm, with just 2 simple clicks of the switches up here, we have some locking switch. The whole Helm can flip over. You have access behind the Helm to your Garmin MFDs and your components on that side. So it makes it very easy to access. Oh man, I really like this handle right here. It makes getting in and out of the cabin very easy and safe. Also mentioned this door is held open with a magnet, so it's not going to be flapping around while you're driving in and out. Well folks, the video has come near the end. We are going to have some sea trial footage that we'll put in at the tail end, but I just want to thank you for watching and staying till this part of the video. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. I do read each and every one of them. My name's Daniel Carazana for Tuppence Marine. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how I did. Have a great day. Stay SOLACE. All right, folks, we're in here. We're gonna go for a little quick run. Let's see what our top speed is with this power plant. We got 4 individuals on board and about half a tank of fuel. Let's go see what you can do. Starting out with 0 trim tabs. Don't really need them. Once we get up on plane, we're gonna start trimming up a little bit.